Hello, Professor. So today I'll be walking you through my presentation on Lab 3, sentiment analysis on Facebook comments data set I got from GitHub. And as you can see, I have the GitHub link to this data set. And the purpose of this notebook is to analyze Facebook comment data using sentiment analysis, engagement scoring, and impact matrices, and also visualization to support decision making. So this notebook begins by me importing the required Python libraries. I used pandas and numpy for loading and preparing the data. I also used matplotlib and seaborn for the charts. I used textbulb for sentiment analysis, and I also used wordcloud for creating wordcloud visualizations, which we would see later on during this analysis. Next, after loading the required libraries, I proceeded with loading the data. After loading the data, we see here we have the output. The next phase is inspecting the data to see the various data types. Once this has been completed, I proceeded with cleaning the data, and for data cleaning, I removed duplicate comments if like the comment ID is already present. Next, I standardized the comment text field. I also cleaned and converted the date field. So after doing all this cleaning, we have the output over here. I proceeded with sentiment analysis and feature engineering. So here I created the required feature engineering matrices. So the first metric I created was the engagement score, which was calculated as likes plus replies multiplied by 1.5. So replies were used because they have like extra weight and they show how active a discussion is around the comment. So after that, the next metrics I calculated was the sentiment polarity using textbulb, and the polarity score shows whether a comment is either positive, negative, or neutral. Based on this score, the notebook created 3 different sentiment flags. We have the positive flag, we have the negative flag, and we also have the neutral flag. After that, I proceeded with the summary statistics, and once I was done with the summary statistics, I went on to the visualization. So I have 6 visualizations for this analysis. The first visualization is a sentiment distribution chart. So this chart shows that neutral comments are the largest group with over 508 comments, followed by positive comments that were over 305 and negative comments that were 151. The second visualization I have is engagement score by sentiment, and this is a box plot, and this chart compares the engagement score across neutral, positive, and negative comments. The third visualization I have is the impact score distribution. So this histogram shows that most impact scores are close to 0, as we can see. This just means that many comments have limited overall impact. However, there are a few outliers on both the positive and negative side. So this shows why impact scores are useful. So it helps identify the comments that matter the most instead of treating every comment equally, because we might have some comments that are not that useful. Next, I have top 8 Facebook accounts / pages by impact score, and from this we can see chief outsiders top based on impact score. After that, I have overall word count on all Facebook comments, and we can see services, month, hour, call, day appearing so many times. So from this analysis, the business insights are quite clear. So first, neutral comments should not be ignored because they may contain common questions or maybe repeated topics, and from what we saw from the visualization, neutral comments have the highest number. So there may be questions in those comments or maybe repeated topics that the company might want to look into it, which would obviously be impactful in making good business decisions. So secondly, negative comments should be handled quickly when they receive like high engagements. Thirdly, I would also recommend that high impact pages should be monitored first. Fourthly, positive comments should be reviewed and reused where appropriate. And finally, repeated services and business teams should guide the customer support improvements. So in conclusion, this notebook shows how Facebook comment data can be transformed into meaningful business insights. So by combining sentiment, engagement, impact, and awareness matrices, businesses can better understand customer reactions and make stronger social media decisions. Thank you.